villages and the country, right? Remember, country is not only país, it also means the rural area. Hi, please have a seat. Yeah, it's a rural area. So sometimes they say life in the city or in the country, right? In my case, I come from the suburbs of Mexico City, so it's not beautiful. I mean, Mexico City has some parts that are like beautiful, like Polanco, La Condesa, Coyoacán, but it's not really the most of Mexico City. It's dangerous, it's crowded, it's polluted, right? So I would say we are recording right now. Okay, so you can check the class later. So yeah, I think that we are talking about the advantages and the disadvantages, ventajas y desventajas. Okay, very well. So we said the advantages, las ventajas, or the pros versus the cons of living in the city or in the country, right? So we are going to talk about something that is called housing. ¿Qué es housing? Housing expenses, like rent, if you pay the rent or if you pay the mortgage, right? So we have, hi, how are you? Rent and mortgage, right? Rent es la renta y mortgage, ¿saben qué es? Hipoteca. Y la hipoteca, muy bien. Very well. So, well, here is expensive if you compare to other parts of Mexico. Okay, what do you think? Do you prefer, Jessica, do you prefer the city or the country?
I would like to live uh, a period of time
Mm-hmm.
in a little town because I was born here
Mm-hmm.
and I never I have never been living
Mm-hmm.
in other place.
Okay,
I would
very
like
well.
to live in a little town.
Yeah, okay. I like little towns, and some people say it's boring. For me, it's very calm. I like to be calm. For me, um, okay, that's one of the things. So what do you think other advantage or disadvantage or pros or cons of living in the city or in the country?
Country is,
Country es una forma de decir en el campo.
okay. No, city.
Yeah?
Yes, so I, more opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
The job. Okay,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
in the countries more silence is
Yeah. So the job market, right, is different.
the
So much.
uh, the country have less stability in the job.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What do you think about, that there's something, no sé si han visto una vez, de country club. Aquí muchas empresas tienen su country club, que es como ese tipo de vida en lo rural, pero son casas caras, ¿no? Country club. What do you think about digital digital nomads? ¿Qué opinan? Digital nomads. ¿Saben qué son los digital nomads? Yes. Okay, imagine you were a digital nomad, right? You can be a digital nomad in many things. For example, if you work for IT and you know program, or maybe you work for sales, different things, you can be a digital nomad. Many Americans come here and they are digital nomads. So imagine that the job is not a problem for you. You can work everywhere as long as you have the internet. ¿Ok? Te compras tu antena de Starlink y con eso te puedes ir a donde quieras. So, would you still think the same? Like, now imagine the job market is not a problem porque ya tienes trabajo. But
Okay.
would you still think different? Where would you live? ¿Dónde vivirían si el trabajo no fuera problema? Where would you live? In the city or in the country?
Country.
In the country?
Yes.
And where?
Um, like where?
Where? Mhm.
Maybe is Fortuna is near the Campeche.
Campeche.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very, very beautiful, silence, less people.
Mhm.
It's
Okay. And Abdias, where would you live?
Canada.
Canada? Ah, okay. Very well. Very well. Vancouver, no?
Yes.
I mean, Vancouver is, you have the mountains, it's very calm. Toronto is like very, it's a bustling city. A lot of people. Okay. What about you? Yes,
I would like to live in Europe.
in Europe. Me too. Yeah. In a little town in Europe. So good. Yeah. And Felipe?
Orizaba.
In Orizaba? Okay. It's cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
very
a
well.
place,
Make
small, small place.
There are many, I've seen there are British villages, you know, in Orizaba. I've seen houses that are from foreigners.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen many. Yeah, there's people in Orizaba, Americans and
Yeah,
Canadians.
very complicated, yeah.
Okay, and what about you, Katia?
Uh, I wish to know Europe.
Europe?
Yes.
Mhm.
Maybe in
picture.
a small villa
Village.
village
Okay.
in Italy.
Mhm.
In Mexico, I really want to live in I don't know, in a period of my life, in San Cristobal.
Mhm. Yeah, San Cristobal is cold.
It's very beautiful. That small town, and the people is very warm. It's very cheap, and the food is very delicious.
Yeah, that's true. I like it. This is a little town in Europe that is called Bruches. Se traduce como brujas. And it's beautiful, it's very peaceful, and it's like they say is one of the most beautiful towns in Europe. Yeah, it looks like Venice, but Venice for me is too touristic, right? And remember that the last time we saw the word touristy. Remember touristy? Porque no es lo mismo que touristic. Touristic es pues lo que es turístico. Touristy es una manera despectiva de decirlo cuando es tanto turista que ya no es agradable vivir. Entonces, I don't know if you really see how Venice, for example, is. Venice, it's full of tourists.
Yes.
And like, it's like expectation reality. ¿No se han visto estos videos de expectativa realidad? You expect to see this, ¿no? Tú esperas ver algo así, los paisajes, y luego estás rodeado de un montón de personas. Y no puedes tomar una simple foto, ¿no? You're like this, also overcrowded. And you know, this is very bad, especially for Italians themselves, ¿no? O sea, los italianos. Remember we said the last class that in Spain, en España creo que hasta les ponen ver, no te queremos aquí turista, ¿no? Y así. Yeah, it's really bad. So there are advantages and disadvantages of living in a touristic place. Luego aquí hay algunas frases y ustedes me dicen si estamos hablando de un lugar de ciudad, de un lugar de un pueblo, o si puede corresponder a ambos. Okay, can you please help me read this, please, Katia?
However, you think a nice apartment is about 250.
2,500 per month. Ajá. Ok, ¿de qué lugar estaremos hablando? ¿Ciudad o pueblo?
Ciudad.
City, yeah, 2,500 per month. Sí, hasta en la Condesa, departamentos de 60,000 pesos al mes, 80,000 pesos al mes. It's ridiculous. Okay, but like we will see later, right? We have here, aquí por ejemplo dice, apartments are affordable. You can get a great place for $1,000 a month. O sea, ya para muchos extranjeros, por lo americanos, canadienses, $1,000 al mes ya es una ganga, ¿no? Y para muchos mexicanos realmente no es una ganga, o sea, es muy, tienes que ser clase media alta como para permitirte algo así. Okay, yeah, so it's very different. Okay, then let's read the next one, please, Felipe.
Oh, even though our street are safe, the evening can be too.
Can be
Next.
dull, dull. Okay, dull es como vacío, pero es como otra forma de decir aburrido. So, even though our streets are safe, aunque, fíjense que aquí tenemos diferentes palabras, ¿no? Aquí dice however, que es sin embargo, even though es aunque. Aunque nuestras calles son muy seguras, las noches son aburridas. So, what are we talking about? City or country?
Country.
Yeah, okay. Let's read the next one, please, Jessica.
But be careful, in spite of all the late night activity, the crime rate is high.
Thank you. Entonces aquí tenemos otra palabra que es in spite of, que significa a pesar de. In spite of. In spite